beautiful souls. I created a project that's a bit nostalgic because I used dies that I've had in my stash for like forever, and I'm playing with them now pretty much for the first time. And it's the Quick Cuts cookie cutter dies, and it's the fashion doll set. So these are two separate sets that you would have bought separately. They do not come together, which doesn't make no sense, because if you can't find this, how are you going to be able to use this? Unless you just want to use the clothes, you know, in your projects, which is fine. And it does come with quite a bit of clothes, and you can interchange how you want to do the clothes. This was a lot of fun to use. And I was not able to find these anymore except for this one. And without this one is pretty much useless if you want to use it with the doll. However, you can use it by itself. This one I searched high and low for, and I can't find it. Nowhere on the internet, not even on eBay. Which, you know, we mostly can find older dies there. Any kind of dies from all companies. We pretty much can probably find one or two still circulating. This was not available at all. Like, I can't find it anywhere. But like I said, the clothes can be used if you just want to use the clothes in your projects. Or if you know how to draw a paper doll to fit the clothes, that's doable too. This one comes with all the accessories and the one dress. And if you only could have find this one and not this, which is fine, because you could always make other clothes for her because you already have the doll. It's easier to make the clothes when you already have the doll than to actually make the doll, in my opinion. I think so, unless you're a really, really good artist. Okay, and I also used another oldie but goodie, which is the Prima tag pad. These are armoires that come in different colors, as you can see. Different colors, pretty. And I've had this like forever also, so I'm got to play with this for the first time. And I created this, which is actually functional. It's not just a shadow box, and it's not just for show. And I went ahead and layered the chipboard that I used to build the box, and it's very shallow, as you can see. This is about a 1 inch or so. Yeah, about a 1 inch. I don't remember off of the top of my head. And I just used scrap paper to just fill this back instead of using a whole sheet, because I have tons of scrap paper that I want to get rid of. And this ribbon here I bought in a de-stash with a whole bunch of other ribbons from Anna's Handmade Creations. She was de-stashing, so I ended up buying a bag of ribbon that she had, and I believe this went really nice, and it went perfect with the colors on the papers. So this doll is actually magnetized on the armoire. And this actually comes out, and this is also magnetized to here. The armoire itself is magnetized there, so you know, nothing shifts and nothing falls out. These are images I used and added from the Marie Antoinette Boutique digital collection that I created, and I used a lot of the elements from there to decorate even the armoire, like the flowers and these paper ribbons. And I created pockets here. What I did was I just slid it here and slid it there and I lined it in the inside with another paper without gluing the paper to here. I just glued around the edges so that I can have pockets here, and these little purses that come in that die set. Aren't they pretty? Look how pretty they are. Okay, let me move this so we don't have this glare. As a matter of fact, let me put something under here to get rid of that glare. Let me see. Something higher. Matter of fact, I'll use this and this. Much better, much better. Okay, there we go. Okay, so pretty. The purses are really pretty. And I use scraps to make the purses. I use scraps to make, you know, the clothes. You see that these are the clothes. I put Velcro on it, and I drew on and colored an undergarment for her because, you know, she would have been totally naked, even though you won't see her private parts in details. You know, she was just blank. So I decided, let me just put undergarments for her. I have this little tiny punch that makes these little tiny flowers, so I added those with the bling. If I can get it to focus, there we go. See the little gems, little these are the diamond dots I used. This was actually a die, a bow die that I have. This does not come with the set. Okay, and I glued on her shoes permanently and her hair permanently because that would have been, because they're so tiny, it would have been very finicky to detach the shoes and attach different kind of shoes. So I just omitted that. And I did also open the doors. I still haven't finished in here. I still have to add paper there, and I don't know what I'm going to do with that. And decorate it with the flowers here. When you open it up, here are the clothes. And I used another one of these armoire tags and cut it up so I can make pockets here and here. And there's a magnet behind this piece here, and there's a magnet behind here so that it stays closed. So it is magnetized. And here are the clothes. Aren't they cute? So you see how you can interchange the clothes. And here I used the dress that comes with the doll, and I used the bottom part of the dress from the other die set, which was this one. This is the bottom part, but the top is different. I used the top from this set here, and you know, I just cut that part off. There it is, that one right there. I just cut it off, and I mixed it. I mixed it up. There's a Velcro here to hold that in place. Here's this dress. Here's this one. This I actually layered. And this is like a little, what do you call that? You know, like the underskirt peeking out. I could have made it look a little bit more lacy, but this already had the lace print on it. So I had to create that. And then I did this one. This was a regular shirt. Again, I used that the bottom of that dress and created this. Isn't that pretty? And she comes with all this belt accessory is right here. It does come with that die set. I mean, this was really a lot of fun to play with. I didn't know why I didn't do it sooner. So this is for one of my, this is for my step-granddaughter. She's 4, so she knows how to, you know, play with this. I wouldn't give this to my other ones because they would just tear up the paper. So I did it for her so she can have something, you know, to entertain herself with. And I decorated whatever was left over from the second closet. I just added here to make it stronger. I added this pocket too. This was the door. And I just shortened it to the, to the front of the armoire because I had those parts left over. So I ended up using it there. And I did add gussets to this part. So what I did was I just cut this part off and made it into a pocket. So there it is. This is going to be a lot of fun to play with for a little girl. And then when she's all done, she can put it back in the box. And where's the magnet? This has a magnet. Anyway, there is a magnet here where she does catch on. It's there, somewhere there. Okay, so there it is. Let me know if you have that die set, if you've used it, what you've done with it. Would like to know because this is the first time I'm playing with it. I really liked it. This would be nice to to do for the Prima dolls, the Julie Nutting dolls. Those would be nice to also use and create something like this if you already have those kinds of dolls, and especially if you have the tag pad, which is this one here again. An oldie but goodie. These are also oldie but goodies. I don't even think Quick Cuts is in business anymore, or did Cottage Cuts buy this company? I don't even know. I'm not up to date with that, and it's not something that draws my interest. So whether one company buys another company, whatever, it's not really my interest. All I know is I like something. If I can afford it, I'll buy it, especially if I really like it. So there it is. It's a project. So pretty. I'll put this back here so that we can prop this one back up again. I love it. I love how it turned out. So I don't know about you guys, but this is very nostalgic for me when it comes to paper dolls, because growing up we didn't have the electronics we have now, and we used our brains and we used our hands to create things when we were young. At least I did. I've been crafting since I was 7 years old. I think we had like a better connection when we were younger, because we weren't occupied with social media. We weren't occupied with cell phones and being plugged in that way. I just feel like we were more in tune and we were more grounded back in the day. And for those of us who didn't get hooked to our cell phones and to the internet and to social media, we remained more grounded. Thank you for joining me today. Be kind to your mind and nurture your heart. Let's share, be fair, be filled with love, and love one another. Take good care, everybody.